You know when some really baffling news comes out of nowhere and you go, wait, what? That is this news for this video. Yeah, that's the baffling thing. That baffling thing being that Microsoft, or Xbox Studios if you will, have acquired Bethesda. They've acquired ZeniMax, and by extension that means Bethesda. What does this mean? Probably nothing, but it's so funny. If you don't know who Bethesda are, they're responsible for quite a lot of popular game franchises. The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Quake, and the upcoming Starfield that we still know nothing really about. So now you'll probably understand why this news is rather hefty. Microsoft, now after acquiring ZeniMax, essentially own both Bethesda's published games and Bethesda Game Studios games. Before we jump the gun and assume anything, let's at least read what Microsoft had to say about this. As head of Xbox, Phil Spencer released a statement. Here is the site, to which I'll leave a link in the description so you can go ahead and give it a read for yourself if that's what you so wish to do, but I'm going to give it a read here anyway. Welcoming the talented teams and beloved game franchises of Bethesda to Xbox. Critically acclaimed creators of the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Quake, and Starfield and more join Team Xbox. Today is a special day, as we welcome some of the most accomplished studios in the games industry to Xbox. We are thrilled to announce that Microsoft has entered into an agreement to acquire ZeniMax Media, parent company of Bethesda Softworks. As one of the largest, most critically acclaimed privately held video game developers and publishers in the world, Bethesda is an incredibly talented group of 2,300 people worldwide who make up some of the most accomplished creative studios in our industry across Bethesda Softworks, Bethesda Game Studios, ID Software, ZeniMax Online Studios, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Studios. Bethesda games have always had a special place on Xbox and in the hearts of millions of gamers around the world. Our teams have a close and storied history working together, from the amazing first Doom and its ID Tech engine, to innovating games on PCs, to Bethesda bringing their first console game to the original Xbox, the groundbreaking The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Over the years, I've had many deep conversations with the creative leaders of Bethesda on the future of gaming, and we've long shared similar visions for the opportunities for creators and their games to reach more players in more ways. Just as they took the first bold steps to bring the Elder Scrolls franchise to the original Xbox, Bethesda were early supporters of Xbox Game Pass, and have actively been investing in new gaming technology like cloud streaming of games. We will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Xbox Game Pass for console and PC. One of the things that has me most excited is seeing the roadmap with Bethesda's future games, some announced and many unannounced to Xbox console and PC, including Starfield, the highly anticipated new space epic currently in development by Bethesda Game Studios. Like us, Bethesda are passionate believers in building a diverse array of creative experiences, in exploring new game franchises, and in telling stories in bold ways. All of their great work will of course continue and grow as we look forward to empowering them with the resources and support of Microsoft to scale their creative visions to more players in new ways for you. All of our work and the foundation of our relationship with you starts with a commitment to deliver a breadth of amazing games to discover and play on Xbox. Over the last few weeks, we've been excited to share more detail on important elements of a plan we've been building towards for years. A plan that is fulfillment of a promise to you, the Xbox player, to deliver the most performant, immersive and compatible next generation gaming experiences, and the freedom to play blockbuster games with your friends anytime, anywhere. Today is a landmark step in our journey together, and I'm incredibly energized by what this step means for Xbox. Please join me in welcoming our friends at Bethesda to Team Xbox. Oh. Okay. Now the big question this raises is, will Bethesda games from here on out be Xbox exclusives? Now, there's no real indication as to whether or not they will be or if they won't be. However, last I checked, Deathloop, which is an upcoming Bethesda game, is planned to be a timed PlayStation exclusive. I'd imagine that plan won't change, but I think specifically the question will be mostly focused on Bethesda Game Studios games, which will be Starfield and after it The Elder Scrolls 6. Will these now be Microsoft exclusives only launching on Xbox and PC? Or will they still be coming to PlayStation? In Phil Spencer's statement, he mentioned Starfield coming to Xbox console and PC. No mention of PlayStation, but not mentioning competition, even if it is still relevant, is usually how these things go. In a statement released by Bethesda's Todd Howard, there's still no mention of exclusivity, so until we get any confirmation on that, we don't know this. But maybe raising the question of exclusivity is merely missing the point entirely. It's 100% relevant and needs to be asked, but maybe this acquisition isn't really about making exclusives. What if it's about, even if Sony consoles pull ahead, they're still attached to it in some way? But I don't know, until there's any confirmation on this, I really don't know how to take this news. This is so far out of left field that I just... my brain stopped. Is this really a good move for Microsoft is another question entirely, not one that I really want to fathom the answer to, because in the end of the day, I don't care, I just want to know where we will be able to play these games. But I will say this, even if future Bethesda games only become Microsoft exclusives playable on PC and Xbox, they've not exactly given me much confidence in recent years with games like Fallout 76 that makes me really too fussed or excited for games like Starfield or The Elder Scrolls 6. So if you ask me, is this a loss for Sony and PlayStation players and PlayStation in general? I don't know, I really don't think so. If it turns out Bethesda are going full Microsoft exclusive mode, obviously there are a lot of players who care about games like Quake and Doom and they'll want to know what the score is with those games, but I think the biggest question for this is, what does this mean for Bethesda Game Studios games, The Elder Scrolls 6, or Starfield before it? But in Todd Howard's statement he did say this, which makes me think this isn't about exclusivity. Like our original partnership, this one is about more than one system or one screen. We share a deep belief in the fundamental power of games, in their ability to connect, empower and bring joy, and a belief we should bring that to everyone, regardless of who you are, where you live, or what you play on, regardless of the screen size, the controller, or your ability to even use one. I am sure with time we'll get some more clarity on what's actually going on. I'm certain this big news means something for both Bethesda and Microsoft, but we're not entirely sure what yet. So I'm certain in good time we'll find out more about what exactly this means, but for now all it's doing is raising questions, so I'm sure I'll keep an eye on this one and see what happens. But that really concludes this video, so thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. And be sure to let me know if I've missed anything, of course, because it's easy for details to get lost in all these pages of words. But with any luck, I'll be seeing you all very soon with another video at some point, but until next time, take care and goodbye.